Alright, what up YouTube? Swagtothesix here. I have another deck profile for you guys. I went to my locals yesterday and I got another top 4 matches of Swiss, and then it cut the top 4. And then the top 4 was me, one of my teammates, and 2 of our really good friends. But for my Swiss matchups, I went X1. I played 2 hero matchups. 1 6 Sam and 1 Chaos Dragon matchup. Game 1 I won against heroes. Game 2 I played heroes again, and we went to game 3 and he ended up beating me because of skill drain. My third match I played 6 Sams and we went to game 3 and I beat him. Game 2 I couldn't really do anything because he just opened up really nutty with United and all that. Match 4 I played the Chaos Dragons, and that game he just stalled a lot. But yeah, this deck is a tier 2 deck in my opinion, and one of the tier 2 decks that people are scared to run because it got hit pretty bad on the ban list, but in my opinion it still works really great. So yeah, let's get into it. I ran agents. So right away people are going to say, oh, why are you running agents? It's such a bad deck now. But honestly, the deck with me, every single matchup I've always had Venus in hand or Earth in hand to be able to search. So the consistency, if anything, is much better because I'm not drawing into multiple Earth at once. So let's get into it. I'm still running triple Hyperion. The card is just too good of a top deck not to max out at 3 with. 2 Christia, because I knew I was going to run into a bunch of 6 Sams in this deck, or this card just pretty much locked them down and clinched game for me. And it also clinched game for me in my dragon matchup, so that was good. The 1 Earth, obviously, 3 Venus, and then 3 Shine Balls, and then I opted to play Jupiter just for the name, to control the graveyard with his effect, and with his effect he also becomes a 26 beater, which is really nice, and then Honest for all the light targets. And then for hand traps I played triple orange light, which is really good because there's only like 5 cards in exactly 5 monsters in the deck that aren't fairies, so why not max out? And then 1 maxi. And then I played double Marshmallow. I'd rather these be Gallon duos. I'd actually probably take out the maxi for a 3rd Gallon duo for a playset of them in the deck, because that card's just really good. But double Marshmallow was really fun, and it was really troll, and I like the burn, so that's good. Sengin, Gores, 1 Trag, and BLS to round off the monsters, just because BLS is a boss and he wins games. And then for the spells, I ran double duality still, for hand correction, consistency, yada yada yada. Triple MST because this deck does die to stuff like Phoenix Chain. And then Dark Hole, Reborn, Heavy, Book, and then 1 Smashing. I really like Smashing this format just because it helps get over a lot of troublesome monsters. And then for traps, the Solemn Brigade, double Torrential, and because I don't have Phoenix Chains, at least not at the moment, I'm maining double Compulse, which is in my opinion still very good. And then the extra deck, the obvious token of all tokens, Chimera Tech for the sided Cyber Dragons, Armory Arm, Cataster, Brio, Ancient Fairy, Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, Mistworm, and then the Exceeds, double Gachi, Leviathan, Leviair, Acid Golem. This is one of the other reasons why I want to play this deck, because I can finally use my Acid Golem. And then, Utopia and Utopia Ray. So that's the extra deck. I'll show you guys the side deck. Don't mind the unsleeved side deck, I just ran out of orange sleeves. So yeah, and the side deck is I made really last minute, and I kind of made it just to cater to the decks that I thought I was gonna see, and to cater to the matchups that I thought I was gonna end up being in. So yeah, double Cyber Dragon, obviously, double DD Crow, double Doom Cow, double Dyna, and I sided in one Shield Crush. I wanted to do two, but I couldn't find another one. I was just doing this for the Snowman Eaters, just because a lot of people are siding those now. Double Chain Disappearance, obvious for the Inzectors, double Shadow Imprisoning, and double Deprison. Double Deprison obviously was going to be a little slow against the Inzectors, so I was kind of like hesitant to do that. But the Deprisons came in really handy. It was the card that I sided in the most, and these are the cards that I sided in almost every single game. And then I also sided in one of these, and those are the only cards I used to side in. Everything else was pretty much irrelevant. Again, I said that I made this side deck pretty much last minute, but it worked well. So yeah, this is to show you guys that pretty much you don't have to run, you know, Inzectors, Windups, or Dino Rabbit to win. You know, go against the meta. It keeps the game interesting. It keeps it fun, because I know of a lot of people that are quitting and stuff like that, just because, you know, there's only so many decks you can run to stay competitive, and this deck is still pretty good in my opinion. You don't have to run, you know, those top decks that cost, you know, near to $1,000. You can still do fine with a deck like this. Heroes are still really good, obviously, and 6-Sams are really fast. You're just gonna have to side accordingly, and, you know, find a way to make these types of decks faster to be able to keep up with those other decks. You don't need Max C's, you don't need Veilers, but the guy that won YCS, one of the recent YCSs with TGs, you know, made that obvious that you don't need Max C's or Veilers to win. Veiler you can get easily now, but it's not even as good as people think it is anymore. Max C is in my opinion a better side deck card, but I put it in here just because I have it, so I might as well use it. But I'm thinking about taking it out of my main decks, of all my decks, completely, and just siding it, because especially in this area, in my area, the deck predominantly ran is Inzectors, and obviously Max C isn't really going to do anything against that deck. So yeah, that was the deck profile, guys. Agents, one of my go-to decks. I love this deck a lot. It's very fun and has amazing top decks. So yeah, if you guys have any comments on this decks, be sure to comment down below. Be sure to like the video, favorite it, and be sure to subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This was my Agent deck, and I hope you guys enjoyed.